Lisa! Lisa! Lisa? Don't leave me here. Don't leave me here alone.
All
Hey.
right, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Jodi, are you taking over?
I am. And so you are ollie oxen free.
Okay. Thank you so
Listen,
much.
I need to interject. Jodi said you have not enough hair to be on this program anymore. There's the two ladies have got the hair this time. The baldies have got to go.
That's, you know what? I hate the fact that I'm being discriminated against because I'm bald. But you know what? I'm used to it. So
We love you, bald guys.
I do want to say something on behalf of
Yeah, because Lisa's husband is bald too.
No,
Yes.
well, I do want to say something. Bald people are people too. All right. Have a good show. And thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Oh man, what a crazy technology day. Look how beautiful you are. I miss you. I miss you so much.
No, it's been a long time since deployment, right?
Yes. Let's see. Too long. I'm not even gonna say how long it's been. Yes. 7 years?
7 years. 7 years.
7 years.
Crazy.
7 years. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, let me just reintroduce myself. I'm Jodi Martin. I'm part of the Perfect Publishing family. I recently put out a book for Veterans Day, and one of the things I did with our Veterans Day's Valor celebration here is to reach out to some of my battle buddies. That is Miss Lisa Presley right here, this most beautiful lady, and she is an amazing person, and we're just going to have a conversation so you can get to know her and how wonderful she is.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And if you would just tell everybody a little bit about what you're doing these days and kind of what service means to you.
So these days, on the military side, I am the first sergeant of a Public Affairs Detachment here in the Metro Atlanta area, 300th MPAD. And then on the civilian side, I do public affairs for the United States Secret Service here at the Atlanta field office. Just literally just got in the door here in Atlanta from Washington, D.C. a week ago.
Well, welcome back to Atlanta, because I knew you were in DC, and that's why when you said Atlanta, I'm like, yay, she's back.
Oh, I am so happy to be back. So happy to be back.
Yep. So, first sergeant, I am so excited for you. So how long have you been doing the first sergeant?
So I actually got promoted to first sergeant on my last deployment, which was in 2022. I did a deployment with Special Operations Joint Task Force in Jordan. So had a team of public affairs folks there working the special operations mission in Syria, Iraq, and some other places. But so I've been doing the first sergeant gig now since 2022 and absolutely love it. Feel like it was the thing that I was meant to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, and I will tell the audience here that getting to know you in our last deployment, I definitely always saw you as a leader, and you have the heart that makes a great leader. So being a first sergeant, definitely, I can see it makes you smile and makes you happy. So that is
simultaneously
definitely,
while ripping your hair out. You smile and you're happy, but also, yeah, there's the hard parts of it too.
I won't say leadership is always easy.
Yeah.
We've seen some fun stuff. So, okay. So we're here to talk about, service, patriotism, and those kind of things, in my purview. I mean, we've known each other for long enough to know that I am a true patriot, to think about, I've been serving I served for so long, right? That I don't know what my life would have been like if I hadn't served. And now I've carried that over with the writing and being involved in my community. Tell me what your service has meant to you and how it's impacted your civilian life and the things that you do outside the uniform.
So honestly, I think my military service and kind of how that's gone over the years has been a total game changer for me in my personal and my professional life. So, I mean, I know my backstory. I actually started active duty Marine Corps, did that for 7 years, then had a 16-year break in service. And then when my youngest son went to the Army recruiter, I went with him, and he was a really good recruiter and wound up recruiting the both of us. But the impact that my service has had, I look at the things that I've gotten out of it, and honestly, I feel like I've gotten way more out of it than I've given to it. Self-discipline, confidence, the physical fitness part. There's so many facets to it, and I think that my military service really has made me a more complete person. And from the leadership perspective, I think it's really been something where being placed in that position has made me realize that I have a lot to give to the generation that's coming behind me. So the struggles and all of those things, that's all things that I can share with my soldiers now coming up.
No, I completely understand that. And I'm going to share with the audience my one of my stories, and you probably have one very similar. I decided to join the National Guard, and it was all because I needed college paid for. I had no way to pay for college. Well, I guess it boils down to the fact that I wasn't a very studious high schooler. I did not enjoy school at that moment in time. And so when I decided college was the route I needed to go, I had to figure out how to get enrolled in the college, but more importantly, how to pay for it, right? So I joined the National Guard. And going to that basic training, that first true on basic training experience, and you're there for 8 weeks at the time. I don't know what it's going for now, but 8 weeks when I went. I came out of there a completely different person, 180 degrees of what I went in. And I realized I could do hard things.
Yeah.
At such a young age, that was such an experience for me, and it completely changed the trajectory of my life. Is that kind of how you feel with some of the experiences that you've had?
Definitely. So I did my freshman year in college before I joined the Marines. And, I came from a long line of Marines. My dad was a Marine. All my uncles were Marines. And then my brother joined the Navy. So I was like, well, somebody's got to do it. So it might as well be me. But, when I came out of boot camp, I just remember feeling like I was absolutely invincible, right? Because I had accomplished this incredibly difficult thing. There were so few women in the Marine Corps at that point. I mean, there were a total of 5,000 women in the Marine Corps then. This was 1989. So, obviously many, many more opportunities have opened up since that time, in combat roles and other things. But no, I felt like a badass, honestly. I felt so great about myself, and just like, man, if I could do this, like, there's nothing that I can't do. And honestly, that mindset has helped me so much. When I moved into a career in law enforcement, I felt right at home, because that kind of paramilitary environment, and working with a team, and really relying on one another in that way. I think my military experience was so pivotal in all of those career moves that I've been able to make.
Yeah, agreed. And to the added degree, and I'm just going to lead with this. So as a female going into a very male dominated, military force, because it is male dominated, that's just the way it is. That probably helped and prepared you for some of the career choices you decided to make, right?
It really did. And there's been a lot of progress on the front of how women are treated, I think, in the military compared to how it was in 1989 when I came in. I can honestly say my entire time in the Army, I've never had a bad experience. I've always been treated as a professional and as a teammate, and that's so important. It's unfortunate when that doesn't happen, but luckily for me in the Army, that hasn't been my experience at all.
Yeah. And that is great. And so bringing up leaders like yourself make those times that may be rough for an individual, less so because they have a good leader somewhere in their career. So that's really good. I was very fortunate that most of my career, I had really great mentors. I had somebody who kind of pulled me along, showed me the ropes. I went from enlisted to officer because one officer looked at me and said, she has potential. And he showed me how to get there. And it was a year-long process, right? Because I had to go through the OCS route because I did not go to any military school. So looking back, I'm like, those people were pivotal in my life. And I'm hoping that I walk away. My legacy is that I was pivotal in somebody else's career in a good way, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that is the thing that I want to be remembered for. When I have soldiers that look back and that talk about their time, that they worked with me, I want for them to say, Top took care of us. She was the one that we knew we could go to, and we knew that she always had our back. That's been. I read. I want to say it was in the NCO handbook. It was the description of what a first sergeant is, and the language that they use. They said they described it as being the mother of the company. And I have 5 kids, so I'm good at mothering kids. But I've looked at it as these soldiers, they're my responsibility. In a lot of ways, they are like my kids, and it's my job to raise them and to guide them and to show them the right way to do things. So, I think being in this position has been it's just been really meaningful for me.
It's amazing. Well, I cannot say anything less than my time serving with the unit that you and I wasn't without its flaws, but my time with you and Amanda and our crew and the things that we did and the ability to talk to you guys freely was very empowering. So I just want to thank you from one soldier mom to another soldier mom, that I appreciate you and all that you did in my term there. And I'm sure you're doing the same for all those soldiers that you're working with and that report to you.
I am doing my level best, and no, it was great serving with you as well, Jodi. Honestly, I know the officer enlisted thing, there's a separation, but it was really great working with you because it was, we're professionals, but there was also that time. Deployment is such a strange. It's such a strange world. You feel so far away from everything at home, and it's like it's another world. And having people that you can actually speak openly with, and that you can just go to and talk to when you've had just a really garbage day, and be honest about how you're feeling. It's really important, I think, to your mental health, if nothing else.
Absolutely. And know that it's safe. So anyway, I know our time went really fast, but I am so glad technology finally worked in our favor, and I was able to see your beautiful face and you got to be on. And I thank you so much for taking time out of your day and doing this with me.
No, it was awesome. It's great to see you again. Thank you, Jodi.
All right. Thank you.